Thank you, freaking thermal dynamics. Anyway, how are you guys doing? How you doing, by the way, Boulder Pro? Welcome to the Fox Army. Hope you're doing pretty nice. Also, I just freaking realized I'm still in a secret project area, so we might need to do a little bit of a hidden sort of a spoiler thing because I forgot to move from like a different area to another area. So I'm gonna quickly do that. But anyway, let's do some chill vibes, shall we? I'm gonna just focus on listening to chill vibes before I expose the secret project, because I was working on that in the background because I was bored, and then I was like, I'm gonna leave it till tomorrow, finish it up like for today, I guess. And then I realized, oh frick, I forgot to move from the secret project after quite some time. And we're getting follower bot rated, and 𝗬𝗏 is able to ban the frick out of all those guys. But this means that the entire alerts thing is kind of frick. So there you go, refreshed it. Well, I fixed it a little bit. You play off stream, and do you record? Yes, I usually play off stream, and most of the time I do record. There's some like bits that get very tedious, but for the most part I try and like record all of the off-stream bits as much as possible. But there are going to be some things, or like some like gameplay elements that get so tedious and so repetitive that would just make no sense to like just what's the word? Just to keep recording and keep like gathering footage for, because it gets really tedious, and it just takes up space. There's like a few there's like times where I did like a lot of mining stuff, and I just did not want to deal with all of that or record a crap ton of that because it was very tedious and it gets really repetitive, and I don't want to sift through all that footage if I want to make a highlights video and all that stuff. But for the most part, I try and record as much of the stuff that I usually do, but some of it's so repetitive, so I don't know if recording it all the time would be ideal. But anyway, it doesn't really matter too much, because we'll just be doing our normal hardcore stuff in the meantime, and hopefully I'm not going to get lost for where my coordinates are. I should really know the bloody coordinates, because I've been there multiple bloody times from like the spawn region to the back over here. Oh boy. Great start to the stream. We're already getting like slightly lost. It's currently 26.5 degrees Celsius in this room, so it's gonna slowly boil me to death. No idea how long the stream is going to be, because I'm beginning to sweat right now. So hopefully we'll be able to pass the 90-minute mark, hopefully. Because I would like to try and reach the 2-hour stream mark and just do a regular length stream today. But if summer says no, and the temperature says no, then we're fricked, I guess. There really isn't much I can really do to stream past like 90 minutes or an hour if it's really boiling hot, because I get really exhausted after a while. And plus, heat stroke is something I also don't want to get on stream. That is something that I also would not want to advocate for anybody when they're streaming in a very hot climate. Anyway, time to get some more work done, shall we? We still need to grab some extra white stained glass. I already have some white stained glass over here. Need some gray stained glass for all the accent details. Some black stained glass for all the walls. A stack of green stained glass. A bunch of like orange stained glass with the quartz pillars that we will need to indicate. And I already emptied the red stained glass shulker box. So anyway, time to finish off or like add as much buildings as we can to this portion of the entire city. I have no idea what the heck I'm gonna build over here. This area would have to be empty because this is a very small area to work in. So I guess we could work in some part over here, I guess. And just think of like some ideas that we can work on. There'll definitely be like multiple buildings over here, because for the most part I have zero clue on how to make this into like one whole building, so we might as well turn this into multiple buildings, because why not? Anyway, big ISOs for mail. As long as you're able to like get enough drinks or not drinks, but like some sort of liquid to help with that cough, that's gonna be really yikes though. Anyway, time for some chill vibes, I guess. Chat is always dead as always, and I'm gonna presume the viewership is completely and utterly fricked thanks to us doing like Sonic Frontier streams for like the past like few days. So I'm gonna presume the growth of this channel is completely and utterly destroyed. But like also I don't give much of a shite, because yeah, I really don't give a shite. Anyway, how you doing, by the way, Tokyo? Doing pretty well so far. I mean, my day's actually been pretty productive. But then again, it's all probably gonna be ruined now because it's boiling hot here in Auckland. Jesus. But anyway, God, my throat is already fricked up. But yeah, I hope your day's also been doing pretty nice so far, Tokyo. Should have not eaten chocolate or ate some chocolate before I start the stream. That's not really good like vocal things that you should ever do. Alright, let's expand this a little bit so that way we have a little bit of extra space over here. We're gonna get some nice gray, light gray stained glass to indicate where all the sort of accent blocks for the buildings are going to be. These are not the walls, by the way. These are just going to be like the area where we'll be able to expand, where some accent blocks can be placed and whatnot. I mean, I do have a fan, but that requires me to open the door, and ideally I don't want to open the door. So that's the thing I can't really do. And before anyone mentions you should get AC and stuff like that, AC is bloody expensive. Unless you're willing to give me like a couple $1,000s in like bits or subs or whatnot, then I'll be happy to like finally invest in AC. But until then we're broke AF, and I'm not gonna be really spending a lot of money on like AC anyway, unless we have some proper solution. Maybe, I have no idea. But yeah, it's super bloody expensive. Anyway, just passed by to say hi to everyone and wish you a good and chill stream, says Tokyo. No worries then, mate. Hopefully you get some good rest then, mate. Alright. It feels like we can just put two buildings over here instead of like one, but at the same time, or like 3 or 4 or whatever like that, but at the same time I kind of want to split some of them, maybe? Maybe split like a design or like a building over here. So that way we can utilize a little bit of this space, maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna probably split this building in like 2. Then we can expand a little bit of the accent blocks over on the right hand side, so that's gonna be fine for us, maybe. Would I need to put a quartz pillar over here? Might as well, because it would make sense if there was a quartz pillar, maybe. Alright. Considering that these buildings are right next to each other, would it make sense to have an accent wall through here? Might as well just replace it with like a proper wall, because this makes no sense if I like leave it like that. So I need to get rid of all this again and then replace it with black glass, because I'm a genius at not realizing my mistakes when I'm building stuff like this. Alright, anyway. Good. Fix up everything over here. At least I have a little bit of a diagonal wall, because why not? Fill in all the gaps. Make sure this does not look absolutely hideous. It actually doesn't look too hideous, actually. I mean, we could work with this sort of area, I guess, so that's not too bad. What I want... nah. I'm probably just gonna make this a little bit easier for myself, maybe. Big Bang's gonna be lurking, no worries. Back doing the lurking thing. Alright. Would it be wise to have like the accent block go over here, maybe? Or would it be better if I do something else? Probably just leave it as it is. We need to expand a little bit of this building over here, because there really isn't that much real estate we can negotiate with. And plus it's nice to have a little bit of depth to these types of buildings over here. So we'll see how that will look in the long term, maybe. But I think it should be fine as far as I know. Hopefully. Hopefully the accent blocks are not going to be too annoying, I guess, to work with. Also, is my Spotify volume low? No, it's just my ears being stupid. Alright. Now we need to add the proper wall outlines behind all these accent blocks. And hopefully it's going to look pretty nice. Unless it doesn't, then we're fricked. But oh well. Who knows what's going to happen. Alright, there we go. Fill in these areas over here. Also need to figure out what all the doorways are, and I just realized I have no idea what the doorways are for some of the buildings over here. So this is going to be a bit of an interesting challenge to work with, I guess. Oh boy. I mean, some of the areas here can fit pretty well for like some sort of doorway. So maybe we can put a doorway over here and see how that would look. Also, a little bit of like, a little bit of a question, 𝗦chị𝗰𝗶. Are you having trouble typing for whatever reason? Because clearly, like, something is going on your end. Because it makes no bloody sense. Alright, let's see. Make sure all the corners are adding like a little bit of like a basalt block or a pillar over there, because we can actually afford that, I guess. Maybe... How the frick did I allow that one to happen properly while this one is not happening properly? I need to fix that because that's kind of wrong. There we go. Yeah, I think that's good enough. I don't want to overdo it on the basalt pillars now because I feel like there really isn't that much room we can really add towards it. Or maybe it would be nice to have sort of accents. I don't know. It's really hard to be consistent with some like design choices I have. Oh boy. Yeah, I guess we should probably add like some basalt pillar areas here because it will look kind of weird without them. But then again, it doesn't necessarily need to have them. We can... Someone to like restrict this area to have like some sort of things, I guess. I have no idea. Alright, let's see here. Where the frick would this doorway be, I guess? Maybe over here. Let's see how that would go. No idea why 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶 says yes with a smiley face like that, because that always worries me. This direction or this direction? Considering there's a doorway here, I might as well put a doorway over here as well. We have one of the buildings over here have a doorway, so that would make a little bit of sense. Have a doorway over here. Yeah, this is a pretty nice sort of plot of land to deal with. Anyway, enjoy your loaf staring at you dangerously, 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶. Alright, let's see what we can do around here. Should I fill this? Harvey doesn't want me to fill it in because I want to keep it as natural as possible in some of the cliff faces, but then again, some of the buildings are not really too natural looking, but whatever. Whatever. No, I should have not done that. Alright. Is this gonna fit? Is this gonna be enough room for us to work with? Because this pathway is very, very jank looking. Alright, there we go. Getting rid of this outline over here. How does that look? I'm gonna hope there's enough space. This looks way too tight, so we might need to like have to move it a little bit. How the frick do we make this work properly? Maybe we could start the accent building over on this edge. Fill this area over here, and I think that should be fine. Hopefully. Some of the buildings here, or some of the areas we need to work with when it comes to building buildings or whatever, is really stupid. Anyway, big yikes for mail. Let's add a nice corner over there, nice corner over there. Is that going to fit? That looks way, way too, like, tight for us to fit a proper building, I guess, or a proper room. Oh boy, how am I gonna make this work then? This is gonna be really, really tedious and kinda stupid looking. I'm gonna need to move this by like an extra 2 blocks, or we cut off this entire area. I think it's better we cut off this entire area, because I want to leave the cliff face as it is. How you doing, by the way, Star Loaf? Hope you're doing pretty well so far, mate. Let's fix this. But yeah, hope your day's been doing pretty well. No idea what the hardest thing to do in MC, because I can think of like one hard thing, and then someone's gonna say, oh, it's not that hard. So I genuinely have no idea. Anyway, just popping in before I have to go to school, so hopefully you're well prepared for school then. Be sure to get like all your stuff ready for school anyway, because the last thing I want to hear is someone like being completely ill prepared to like go to school and whatnot. So hopefully that's going pretty well, mate. Let's go over here and see if that would work out pretty well. Yep, that looks kind of terrible, not gonna lie. This entire building looks kind of jank. We could add a bit of an accent area over here, just make it a little bit asymmetrical, so maybe that'll make it a little bit better. I don't know. At least we can populate this part of the road, maybe. Maybe, I guess. What temperature is it right now? Oh boy, it's 27 degrees Celsius. Frick you, room. Frick you so hard. Why do you really want me to boil in this stupid bloody room? I swear to God. This is what happens when you close your freaking door. No idea, honestly, 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗟𝗀. Like, most things are not really difficult in terms of things in Minecraft. It's really just down to how tedious it can be. But I don't know if that's really difficult, because pretty much it's just down to, like, making sure you have enough motivation to deal with shite. So I have no idea. Should be all fine over here, I guess. No idea if it's gonna fit like a staircase or whatnot, but yeah, I have no idea how well that's going to go. Oh well, good enough, I guess. Yeah, that area will have to be empty because there really isn't a lot of space we can work around through here. You could theoretically fit in a very small building, but it's just gonna be super puny. Very puny, so it's not really gonna matter. Alright, let's go over here and see how that will work. God, I really cannot. My voice or my throat really doesn't want me to like properly match with the melody, so I'm probably not going to really sing along to any of the tunes just for the sake of my voice. Oh boy. This is a very basic-ish building because there really isn't that much room we can work with over here. Good enough, I guess. Probably just have to make it pretty in some degree. Let's cover this. No, I want the light gray blocks, you frick. Thank you. Light gray glass over here. Cover this area up a little bit. Where would the entrance be? Well, since we have a road over here, it would probably make sense to have like an entrance over here. No idea where I would position it though, so maybe let's make it a little bit asymmetrical. Because why not? I love having a little bit of variety over here. Alright, anyway, that looks pretty good. We might need to add some basalt pillars over here. Just add a little bit of extra sense to this build. Maybe I have no idea what the right word is. Yep, that looks pretty good. Yeah, looking pretty good, I guess. Corners can be filled in with a little bit of basalt pillars, just to add some sort of accents, I guess, around here. Yeah, I have no idea what the hell I'm gonna put into these small plots. Jesus. Why the frick does this room really want to kill me? It's legitimately getting hotter now. Seriously, why is there no wind? Like, pouring into the freaking room. All the windows are open. The only thing that's closed is my door, and apparently the door is the only way that's gonna, exhaust all the hot air? What the frick is wrong with this stupid freaking room? Holy frick, this room really wants to kill any occupant that lives here during the summer. Jesus. Like, sure, I can open the door, but then again, I don't want, like, my parents to just say, like, random stuff out in the background, so it's really annoying. It's very tempting to just not go to school. Go to freaking school, mate. Like, if you're tempted to go to school, or not go to school because of this stream, I will yell at you to go to freaking school. You think you can just escape school and think that, oh, it's okay, and then you're watching me. You're watching me and I'm gonna be yelling at you to go to school. Go to school, mate. But yeah, please just focus on your education. Don't prioritize some random person's like stream over your education. That's really yikes. So yeah, focus on your schooling, mate. I'm gonna need to make, actually, let's quickly make like other like building outlines over here, because we could technically add more buildings around here, and hopefully it will look pretty nice. I also answered your question, 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗟𝗀, about like pick block and 𝗦cie bedrock. Like, if I have to make a guess, it probably isn't implemented, because I'm not too sure whether they have that feature or not, so it's whatever. Anyway, nah, it's because I got like 5 hours of sleep last night. Why the frick did you manage to get 5 hours of sleep last night? And the 2 nights before that, I mean, that's yikes. But at the same time, I would probably recommend you resolve that and like the next night, I guess, you sleep. Because that definitely seems a bit of like a weird like sleep schedule management issue of some kind, but that's pretty yikes though. It should really not be the norm for like, especially people who are young to be sleeping only 5 hours a day. Like, I can understand it for university students or whatever like that, but people who are like still in like early high school, whatever like that, that'll be really stupid. Let's go and quickly dump this. I'm gonna run out of space real quick, which is lovely. Okay, let's see. So we got like a bit of an outline of some building, I guess, over here. I don't know if I should make this into one building or not. This one would probably just fit as a single building, because I don't think we can really split this into two. But we'll see what the full outline is real quick, so we can see what we can work with. Drop that there. Hey, King Shard. Light gray glass. Hope you're doing pretty alright. I don't understand what 𝗦cije𝗰𝗶 is trying to say. Frick me. I'm gonna keep a good eye on that 𝗦cije𝗰𝗶 thermometer that I have. Thank God I actually changed the batteries, because God forbid I want to know what the actual temperature is of this stupid bloody room. Let's add a doorway over here. And add ourselves a nice looking doorway over in this direction and see how that will look. Alright, there we go. See how that will look. Let's move this over here. Freak me. And also time that sneeze terribly. I sneezed in the freaking mic. I'm such an idiot. Oh god. Why the frick am I sneezing anyway? There's no dust or anything that's flying around through here. Must be the heat already affecting my bloody nostrils. Great. Great, lovely. Let's add... Will that fit? Let's add like a bit of like an indent over here just to make things a little bit more unique-ish. Anyway, are you planning the buildings this King Shard? Yes, that's what we're working on right now. Who the frick is giving me... Oh, great. And Did the internet just suddenly crash, or... Alright. The freaking stream just went down, and now it's back up again. Freaking stream just went down, and now... Great. Thank you, Twitch, or some... What the frick happened anyway? It just gave us like an alert and just say, hey, the stream went down for like 1 second, and now it's back. Nothing weird on my end. That's super bizarre. No idea why we suddenly have like a weird disconnection. I blame Twitch as per usual, I guess. But yeah, I have no idea what the frick that was. I got a notification from OBS that says, oh yeah, the connection's gone. And I was like, what? What? He probably accidentally... No, I did not. It literally was a notification from OBS that says, oh, you got disconnected. And I'm like, what? What? Why are you disconnected? And then it just came back again. So I have no idea what the frick happened. Anyway, Lacris, how you doing by the way, Lacris? Hope your day's been doing pretty well. Hope you're doing pretty nice. Okay, let's get rid of all the edges of the glass over here. And continue our business as usual. Hopefully that's not going to accidentally cause like a new VOD to be made or whatever like that, because that'll be really annoying. But I think it's just a mild disconnection as far as I know. Hopefully. No, it literally made a new freaking VOD. Frick you, Twitch, then. But seriously, I pressed literally nothing and it decides to like die out for a second. In fact, it says like I'm still streaming normally. So, Twitch, why? Okay, anyway. No idea what the hell is going on. At least the YouTube VOD is going to be pretty much the same, I guess. So, I mean, that's the advantage of recording your streams, I guess, in the background. But yeah, it makes no sense why the connection decides to frick itself off, I guess. Anyway, we have art for all the day, so that's fun. So wait, are you saying that you have art for the entire day, or there's like a art exhibition thing for the day? I don't know what you mean by that. Anyway, I'm confusion, I guess. I have no idea what else to say. Oh, great. Thank you very much, like, Twitch, to finally update saying that I restarted my stream. I literally did nothing. I literally pressed absolutely nothing, and yet Twitch decided to, like, freaking disconnect for whatever reason. I think it's probably some sort of server thing, because there's no way that, like, yeah, if it's, like, some sort of weird thing that's caused, like, OBS to suddenly disconnect, because it doesn't crash OBS itself, it's definitely some sort of weird, connection issue, I guess, that I have no idea about on Twitch's end. Must be like a server change or whatnot. Anyway, how you doing, by the way, Violent Tries? Hope you're doing pretty well. They've been getting another notification about another, like, stream of some kind. Blame Twitch. I have no idea what the frick happened. Because we've been streaming for like 30 minutes, and then all of a sudden the time has been reset. So, bruh. Bit of a bruh moment, but whatever. At least we're still streaming, I guess. I have to do PE. Rest in peace to the King Shard. I mean, it depends really on the PE topics, but if it's like theory and all that stuff, I can understand it being painful. The activities, though, are pretty fun once you get used to it, though. Because it is important to, like, be able to, like, learn how to maintain, like, what's the word? Like, yeah, maintain your muscles and whatnot. But I don't think that's the right word I was looking for. Like social skills or whatever like that. I have no idea. My brain hurts. Alright, anyway. Let's put a doorway over here, considering that there's a thing, I guess, over here. But wait. But, like, hang on. This is gonna look kind of wonky because of it being close to... Actually, no, this is already the wall outlines. Never mind, we can actually fit this. That's gonna be working fine. Anyway, badminton. Who the frick hates badminton? Badminton's pretty fun. It's better than volleyball and whatnot, but yeah, badminton's not too bad. So, hopefully you have some fun with that. PE is terrible, said every person who hates dealing with physical exercise sometimes. But yeah, it depends really on, like, the circumstances. It's like the same as, like, other classes. Like, it's only good if the teacher is good sometimes, or the program is good. I guess I'm pretty lucky that my PE classes were actually pretty fun to deal with, and also it wasn't too tedious to deal with, I guess. Sure, there were, like, very grueling tests as well to, like, make sure you're fit and whatnot, but, you know, at least what's manageable. So I don't know what the other conditions are for other PE classes. Probably it's slightly worse, maybe, but then again, I don't really know the full picture. Right, what the frick am I gonna fit in this side over here? There really isn't any room for me to build a building, so I'm gonna guess I'm gonna leave this empty-ish, or leave these areas empty? Because, yeah, there really isn't any room to fit a building, unless we really try. Unless we try really hard to fit a building, I don't think it's gonna fit in a building, so... yeah, I'll probably skip that, yeah, because there really isn't that much room to fit a building. Like, if I treat that as the accent block, and... yeah, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work very well, so I might just turn this into maybe like a sort of like area or something. Who knows, I really am bad when it comes to, like, labeling certain parts of the city. But pretty much that's the majority of the lower area of the city kind of done, ignoring those parts, I guess. Yeah, so far it looks pretty alright. The next thing we probably want to expand on is on this direction, and deal with all this empty space over here, because I've not touched this area whatsoever, so I guess this is a pretty good, like, continuation. Once we're done with this lower area, we can then move on to the terraces. I guess, maybe the terraces, yeah, the terraces first, and then the higher up areas as well. So hopefully that's gonna be fine, I guess. Let's go and quickly, like, add some glass around through here. Anyway, Strider Stable sounds super cute. Yeah, but I don't know if it's really appropriate to put a Strider Stable up in the land like this. Because, you know, Striders require lava. So, that's probably not a great idea. Moving a Strider Stable all the way up in land. I don't think that's going to be very healthy for the Strider. Like, ideally I view Striders as similar to, like, being like boats, you know. It's like, think of like a stable, but it looks like a bit of like a marina, or like a marina, if that's the right, or like a dock. There we go, dock. Like a harbor or a dock or some kind. That would make more sense for, like, what a stable would be for Striders, and I kind of like to build upon that sort of idea. Then again, I have no idea where the heck I want to put that, but I think that will make sense in like a inland stable. Alright, see you later then, Starloaf. Okay, let's go over here. What other messages? I don't think I missed too many more messages, so we'll just keep vibing over here. But yeah, hope you have a pretty nice day at school then, Starloaf. Be sure you learn something new, and hopefully nothing too whack happens. No, I'm not gonna probably go for that route. Why would I want to add a slope to the edges over here? Probably will not look really nice anyway. We're also running low on red glass. That's a problem that I never thought I would have right now. Well, we could use like an excess amount of red glass, but at the same time, I don't want to use any of the existing red glass, so it's like whatever, I guess. Okay. How in the bloody hell do I deal with this area? All I can think of is that we actually make a diagonal road from over here and then have it just go straight over here. So that way it can lead up towards like that sort of staircase, I guess. So yeah, I might as well build like a bit of a diagonal like pathway over here, because it would make more sense if that is going to be how it is, I guess. It's getting warm as hell. Do I want to have it like directly next to the edge, or probably would look a bit neater if we have that, I guess. I don't know what I find more funny is that people still think that I care about like the durability of my tools despite having mending and stuff like that. Or you just don't know, or people just don't know how to spell like the word hoe properly. I don't know. I mean, I guess W is right next to E, so it makes a little bit of sense. But I also don't really care, because I have mending and also I'm breaking, and I still have a few spare like netherite hose, so should be fine. That is not, that's not a proper freaking pathway whatsoever. There we go. Kind of fits, but at the same time I don't know if it really fits very well in the edges over here. No, that's a bit too jarring, never mind. No, frick. You have multiple netherite hosts. That's an interesting way of phrasing it. But yeah, I usually have like a lot of spare like tools anyway of the same kind, so that way in case one goes down to low amounts of durability, at least I don't have to like go back and forth to the end when I have to like repair it all the time and stuff like that. So it's pretty wise to have like a good like few spare tools if you're working on a mega project, so that way you don't have to go back and forth repairing tools all the time. It's a really handy sort of tip to those wanting to work on mega projects like that. Alright, so we need to make a nice sort of right angle in this distance, and hopefully it's not going to look too jarring, maybe. Oh, my throat is completely fricked. Well, it's not really completely fricked, it's just gunky. There we go. Hopefully that looks pretty nice, hopefully. Gonna remove this layer of glass over here. God, I love listening to like the Minecraft soundtrack so much. Really mad that I can't find any like available vinyls that I can still buy. Then again, 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶 has said that there is still like vinyls that are being in production, so eventually we'll get like a nice copy of some of the soundtrack vinyls, maybe. It's pretty nice to listen to the soundtracks still. I mean, fishing stream is pretty calming. It's mainly calming and not really very fun, so depends on really who you are. You probably would find it pretty annoying, but for me, I find it pretty relaxing sometimes. Anyway, Beast from YT, welcome to the Fox Army. Hope your day's been doing pretty nice. And also Eden, welcome back Eden. Hope you're doing okay. Also, how do you get them wings? Is it a cape? Yes, this is the migrator cape that you would use to migrate your Mojang account to your Microsoft account. And as of right now, you can't get it anymore. Because it's already been, like, fully rolled out as far as I know. I do like the cape, though. And technically, I do also have the vanilla and bedrock cape, because technically, back when, like, there was, like, an incentive, like, some time ago when you were, like, a Java, like, player, you can also get bedrock for free. And technically, that has already now been implemented again. But, like, a long time ago, I had, like, another account that had, like, or, like, got, like, an alt account that had connected, like, a bedrock and Java edition, sort of, thing together. So I also got the vanilla bedrock cape, I think that's what it's called. That's sort of like a vanilla Java and bedrock cape that has like a pretty interesting grass block and bedrock design. So that was pretty cool, but it's not on this account. It's on an alt that I have. But that was pretty nice. I'm gonna ignore Surmail because that is stupid. Let's see here. What we're gonna need to do. How do I split this properly without making it look completely god-awful? I guess we will just probably just split this entire thing in half first? Or would it be wise to have, like, another road right next to it? I don't know. I have an idea, though. Let's put this area open. Let's get this area open real quick. Open this. And then, at a certain point, we make a bit of a right turn over here. And we'll see how that would go. I think that will work pretty fine, I guess. Or maybe it will look terrible, but who knows. We can see how that goes, I guess, over here. Then we have a bit of a turn over here, so we have some more space over here for buildings. So this will be interesting. Interesting road layout. I mean, you can hate MC Bedrock, but still love Minecraft. I can understand the hate. Beast from YT says, I got invested from a car like 20 minutes ago. Now I'm in hospital watching your stream. I got invested from a car like 20 minutes ago. My brain hurts so hard trying to understand what English is anymore. Anyway, I'm gonna see you, Peter, and hopefully I'm gonna be good at badminton today. Alright, see you later then, King Shard. Hope you have some fun with badminton, though. It is a really interesting, like, foot sport, and I really mean it's a foot sport for badminton, because pretty much, like, it's really down to just movements over your feet, over, like, just whacking the thing, or the shuttle, with your wrists and stuff like that. But it's a pretty interesting sport. Really wish I can play more stuff there. I know my English isn't the best, like I had an accident with a car. That makes a bit of sense. But wait, so you got an accident from a car like 20 minutes ago, and now I'm in the hospital watching your stream. Which also makes me interested to know what is the injury you occurred to the point where you are able to still watch the stream but still need to go to the hospital? Because I'm still kind of confused. I mean, why would you immediately go on to... I mean, yeah, it depends really on the injury, I guess. Or, like, the accident. So I have no idea exactly the circumstances of what you've gone through, I guess. So that's interesting, I guess. Let me just quickly dump all my red glass, because I don't need all of this stuff. And quickly grab some more white glass, because I still need to invest in a little bit more roads here. Bonk. Alright, throw this over here. I have to wait for 2 to 3 hours. Good old freaking, like, waiting for time while waiting at the hospital, which is pretty yikes as always. Alright, there we go. Going around through here. This should be a pretty nice road, hopefully. What temperature is it right now? Oh, great. I literally looked at it and it went 0.1 degrees up. Great, 27.6 degrees Celsius. Frick you, room. I hate you so much. Okay, yeah, the road layouts look pretty alright. I feel like this area is a bit too big, but also, I'm not really too bothered by it, I guess. We could just move a little bit over here and then make a road, but you know what, I'm just not going to care too much about it. Or, yeah, I'm not going to care too much about it, I guess. Leave it as it is. Then we can have a road going from over here. Have a little bit of a road over here and see how that would work, hopefully. Have this turn go over here. And then go directly over there, I guess? How the frick would this work, though? Because I kind of want to... I don't know what exactly will be occupying this space over here. Maybe it's best if I have like a bit of a road going in this direction, maybe. Road over here would make a little bit more sense, I guess. Let's see how that would work. But then again, I really make a bit of a turn for this road, so I need to do a bit of a less awkward turn, or more awkward turn, I guess. And have that go in this direction. And see how that goes. Alright, there we go. Pretty nice chill vibes. Just trying to build like a freaking road through here. The most entertaining content you can ever find on twitch.tv. I mean, it's either that or like placing down netherrack. It's actually pretty hard to like figure out which is the best content you can think of while streaming on this platform. Alright, go over here. And we're talking about like day of the week. It's currently Wednesday here in New Zealand. Otherwise, you would probably need to use your eyes to know what day counter it is right now, or what day number it is here in this parkour world. Because it's always visible in the stream. It's still visible. Yeah, I might as well just keep like that sort of road layout, I guess. I have a feeling that like the main reason why it's so warm in this room is because of my computer and not because of like temperatures being whack. But then again, why is none of the hot air moving across fast enough? Could just also be a bit of a weird exhaust problem that's been blocked off, maybe? I'll definitely need to like figure out why it's just like containing all the heat instead. Should be fine, I guess. That's a bit of an awkward turn, though. Should I fix it? Because I don't know if I want to really fix this sort of awkward turn, but at the same time, it is a bit awkward. You know what? I'm probably just gonna live with that and see how that would go. Or actually, I can make another road through here and see how that would go, I guess. Yes, we're slowly heading towards summer now, but it's only like November, like mid-November. And already the summer heat is already getting to us a bit, which is pretty yikes. Then again, if this is not the summer heat, then we're screwed, basically. That's all I can really say. If this is not the summer heat, then we're screwed. And if this is just a taster, yeah, we're pretty much screwed, because it's really unbearable to like stream for long periods of time with this sort of like temperature. It's really annoying. So yeah, I don't know how long the stream is going to last, nor how long I'm gonna last during like the last few months of November, because it's really, God, it's really bloody warm, and I really don't like that. Alright, we need more white glass. Still need to do the infrastructure over here. Alright, quickly grab some of this. Let's see how that will work. Man, so far the last resort I can think of in order to combat with all this sort of like amount of heat is actually just do a morning stream, I guess, per day, because yeah, it's super bloody annoying with the amount of heat that I'm getting and all that stuff during the evening. So I think one of the few plans I can think of avoiding it is to, one, either do a time zone shift and do streams a bit like in the morning for me, so that way that's going to be targeting to those living in the United States and whatnot, but for Europeans, everyone's just going to be suffering all the time. But at the same time, the mornings are much more cooler. I can do probably up to like 2 to 3 hour streams for that. But yeah, I don't know how long that's going to last, though. It's so freaking warm here. But yeah, then again, the evenings are going to kill me. If I can't get a proper air conditioning unit or something like that for like the evenings, I might as well just do morning streams, I guess. Because that would probably work better. Even though the viewership is going to be completely and utterly destroyed because no one watches the morning streams, which is really, really bizarre as well, considering that those streams particularly like target those who've been complaining that like my streams are unable to be watched during the evenings and stuff like that. So it's just kind of bizarre for how that's going to work, I guess. It's just, yeah, it's just going to be very bizarre. Anyways, the European, do what makes you feel best. Like, yeah, I can easily just change the schedule time to what better fits, honestly, because this channel's pretty much, like, dead on Twitch's eyes. I can just move the schedule and it would not really bat much of an eye, I guess. So, who knows? That might be a good idea for me to just, like, switch time zones or switch the time of the streams just to avoid getting mauled by the death of this freaking... It's not even a heat wave, it's just warm. Just warm every single freaking evening, and I hate it. But yeah, with how things are going, I'm gonna probably go for that route starting tomorrow, because I don't want to guess how bad the heat is going to be for the next few months. It's probably gonna be really bad, but as long as as long as I'm able to maintain like a morning schedule until like February, it should be fine. Because like around like the beginning of March is when I start school again. So I should be fine, hopefully. So hopefully that's gonna be fine, I guess. Anyway, I don't know when you usually sleep, by the way, 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶, but all I can think of is streaming at the same time I usually do, like my Fox vs. Everything streams, I guess. So like around the same time where we did the Sonic Frontier streams earlier. I think around 9:30 or 9 actually would work pretty well, because that would fit fine for like how freaking like good I guess the time is, I guess. But yeah, I think 9 AM would fit pretty well. 9 AM, not too bad. Do a 9 AM to 11 AM stream, and that's gonna like avoid us with all the stupid amounts of heat, so that could work pretty well. But yeah, I think that's the only thing I could think of, except for like adding proper air conditioning to combat with how warm the freaking evenings are going to be. Okay, let's see. What else do I still need to do? We're gonna need to still... Well, I guess we still need to, like, lay out some more floor plans over here. No idea what they're gonna be, assigned for, though. Or what the buildings are gonna be assigned for, I guess, because some of them are kinda... I mean, yeah, some of the not the floor plans, the plots of land that I'm gonna work with are pretty big. So I guess we could start off by... Probably, yeah, starting over here, but how much buildings are we going to fit over here? Also, how you doing, by the way, out of context? Hope you're doing pretty well. Alright, I'm just going to quickly, like, plot out some areas that we can work with. I love the guitar in this. Alright, going around through here. Maybe have like this area touch the edge, I guess, because that would make a bit of sense, maybe? Or would that look kind of whack? I have no idea. Oh well, we'll just keep doing it then. Alright. Could add some more outlines over here and see how that would work. Whoops. There we go. Frick. Do, 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 do. Doom, do, 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 do. God, I can't really sing any of the freaking like melodies, but still, it's pretty nice to listen to. Okay, this is one strange building to like figure out how to divide, because yeah, this is a bit of an awkward sort of way to like arrange a building, I guess, because you got this diagonal over here, but at the same time you also have like a few straight areas. So maybe we can make this a little bit more depthy. If you guys know what I'm talking about, we'll just add a little bit of extra like extrusions on the edges over here, and maybe that'll work. Have that just touching around the sides of the road over here. See how that would go. Do 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 do. Look, Coco says, I can't even see the red glass. I mean, that's kind of the point. It's kind of the point of the red glass is that you don't really see it that much, which is really useful when you're trying to like deal with both spawn proofing stuff and also building like actual buildings, I guess. That's why I like using the red glass over here. Makes it look like you're floating. Alright, there we go. We can add a pillar over here, right? Yeah, a pillar over here would be fine. Let's see how that would work. This will be a bit of an entranceway, which will make a little bit of sense. Okay, for this area, this is going to be a bit different or a bit difficult to ascertain. Okay, one idea I have right now is to start a bit of like a walled off area over here, and hopefully that's gonna work out. Also, yeah, I know my netherite hoe is gonna break, but I also don't care. I also don't really care too much because it has mending on it, so it's perfectly fine for me. Like, I appreciate you guys' concerns, but also I would happily ignore it because I also just straight up don't care. I have enough netherite hoes or whatever like that to really care about it. Anyway, welcome to the Fox Army, by the way, lol cocos. Alright, moving over here. Let's see how that would work. Alright, let's throw in some more green or basalt pillar areas over here, because why not? Gonna have a little bit of consistency in some of the building areas, I guess. Would this make sense to have like a wall over here? I don't know. Let's see. Let's put the entrance over here, because why not? Kind of fits pretty alright over here. Yeah, I think so far like the sides of the buildings here look pretty alright, so I think we could just work with that. So we've got some walls over here, so we just have that follow along here. I also need to put some basalt pillars around through like some of the corners here just to add a little bit of extra detail, I guess. Diagonal blocks over here. And it should look pretty alright, hopefully. If it doesn't, then we're fricked. But yeah, that seems like a pretty good amount of space for the buildings over here. Like a little bit of a longer area over here, and this one's a bit of a smaller building here, which is perfectly fine. So yeah, that looks pretty good. Before we tackle this plot here, maybe I can just arrange like a building over here and see how that would look. Yeah, this is gonna be a bit of a tougher area to work with because of how like close to the cliff face this building is going to be. But hopefully we'll manage. Alright. Something over here maybe? Alright, there we go. Go around through here, and then it goes up, down here. There we go. Looking pretty nice so far. Oh, whoops. that look good or not? I don't know. Let's move this, or yeah, I'm gonna move this over here. Accent blocks will just go behind the pillar over here. Alright, looking pretty okay-ish. Nice amount of space, I guess, to work with. Let me just quickly add the walls inside to make sure that we still have enough but like space for us to put in like some sort of proper interior, I guess. Some of the buildings that we have to work with are going to be pretty tight to build some sort of interior, but for the most part, most of the buildings have a relatively good size to work around. Why is the freaking temperature of this room still consistently high? Frick you. Frick you, summer heat. I'm gonna be glad to like do a time zone shift to frick you off, I guess. Okay, that sounds weird, but also frick the heat. I hate this stupid blade heat so much. Alright, go over here. Would it be necessary to have this diagonal area here? Considering there's nothing going to be around through here anyway, but no idea. I'll probably just leave it for now. Also, I hate the heat too, mate, indeed. Dealing with the heat really freaking like is a bloody mess to deal with in general, especially once you're getting towards the summer months here in Auckland. Or New Zealand in general. I mean, some of the New Zealand areas are fine-ish when it comes to summer heat. But then again, there also were days where I've been to like other parts of the country and it was hot as frick. So it would be nice if the temperature here can like chill a little bit. But I don't think that's how summer works. You just get warm heat unless you go into like a pool or like the ocean or whatever like that, but it's stupid. But it's winter, it still sometimes is really hot as heck. Okay, that's even lovely as well. If it's only like, if it's still hot as heck, how is it technically still winter in that place that you're living in then? Which texture pack is it for the cool item name stuff? Like, this? Like all the borders and stuff like that? It's called a mod. It's a mod called, if I remember what the mod was called again. Legendary Tooltips. You can search that up on CurseForge, or just look through ! mods again, and there's Legendary Tooltips there. So you can take a look at that in the mod folder. Adu is legitimately, I've been already seeing like messages like out of stream, and I think you're trying to like build a replica of what my mod loadout and texture pack loadout is. And I don't know if you're able to get all the information that you need, because for whatever reason you keep getting the same command over and over again, which makes me very confused. It's cold in winter and a little less cold during summer here, which should be how it should work, but unfortunately good old climate change says frick you. Frick you with your sort of like Western logic when it comes to like temperatures and whatnot. Here's some death. And that's where we are right now. We're currently dying thanks to all the heat. Anyway. So yeah, living in the Czech Republic. So yeah, I can understand it being a bit warm, I guess. Depending on like the sort of weather, I guess, over there. But yeah, it's still pretty yikes. Would I want to put like another doorway here, or would it make sense just to leave it as it is? I don't really know. I'm probably gonna build like a bit of an, oh wait, can we split this building into two, I guess? We can actually split this in two. Let's see how that will work. Anyway, good job, Sir Habina says I'm also Czech as well. Hey, gotta love seeing some more Czech viewers in the chat. What other messages am I missing here? I like Tinker's Construct. I've never heard of that. Also in the UK, I'm currently freezing to death. I love how like the United Kingdom and like parts of like Western Europe have like the same extremes when it comes to like summer and winter. You either boil to death or you freeze to death. And in both countries, or like not both countries, but in the same respective countries, the government doesn't give a shite about like caring about those sort of like extreme temperatures. So that's just a lovely experience, I guess, in general. Dealing with extreme heat and extreme cold. Definitely does not suck. As a mod, it's really nice, but a bit harder, but you can get amazing tools. So it's like a modded gameplay experience, which I most likely will not get, because I want to keep close to like the vanilla experience as possible, but that does sound like a pretty promising mod, I guess. It does enjoy like a little bit of like the modded tool experience. I just also realized that I don't think there's still enough space to put a separate building here. Which is frustrating me, but at the same time, how do I fix that? I'm gonna build like move this extrusion move over here a little bit, so we have a little bit of extra space. Also, Strange Cliff, welcome to the Fox Army. Hope you're doing pretty nice, Strange Cliff. I don't know how to make this look good. Okay, anyway. Let's probably build like a wall starting over here and see how that would work. Just heading in this direction. Who knows? Maybe this will look pretty okay. Or not. Then, at least we tried our best. Maybe. How's that look? Okay, that looks completely god-awful. Let's have it just end off around here? Would that work? Or would that be way too skinny for us to work with? I think it might actually work. Having that building split in like almost in half. So this will be the doorway for this section over here, which makes sense. Doorway over here, and this is where the doorway to this building is going to be. Which hopefully makes a little bit more sense. Who knows? Alright, looking good. So I need to break off a little bit of the glass here just to indicate where the walls are. And I'm out of black glass. Lovely. Lovely progress. Also, my eyes are dying. That's a good sign for the amount of heat that's going to be being poured into this room. Frick me. Might need to end the stream early as always again, because I'm beginning to start getting a little bit of exhaustion. Alright. Let's see if this looks pretty good. That looks a bit of a interesting sort of size of a house. No idea what this building is going to be, but oh well. Looks pretty charming. Looks small. Alright, going over here. Alright, looking pretty good. Should I put like yeah, I might as well put like a basalt pillar over here, I guess. Because it kind of matches. Actually, no, it would not match whatsoever, so you know what, never mind. Let's not have that go over there. I don't know if this is how I should keep things consistent. All these basalt pillars all over the place. Because it would not make sense in some of the areas. Okay, I might as well leave this as it is, I guess. Leave that plain. Mine cobble, put in the furnace, and then wait, then put the blocks up. What? Sometimes I just don't understand the Twitch chat that I read out of my own Twitch streams. Alright, fix that. It looks pretty good, so that's just a double door area there. But yeah, overall, it's not too bad. I kind of want to expand a little bit of this area over here, but at the same time, it doesn't look too bad, so I might as well just leave it as it is, I guess. Let's see, what else can we go over here? Also, Lowell Cocos is Lowell Coconut. Oh, that's interesting. Sir Flawless says hi there. How you doing, by the way, Sir Flawless? Welcome back. Hope your day's been doing pretty well. Anyway, what's our temperature right now? 27.6. You know what? I'm gonna end the stream early. Not now, but like probably after we finish off with this plot of land. Because I swear to God, if this temperature of this room reaches 28 degrees, I need to like call it now. Because I swear to God, this is gonna make me die of exhaustion of some kind. But like, Jesus Christ, the temperature of this room is getting stupid. Like, it's climbing. It's freaking climbing. And I don't know how the frick is it still climbing, because it was completely fine with the door open. And now when I close the door and just start streaming, I guess the heat of my computer is affecting this thermometer, I guess. But how the frick is it 27.7 degrees Celsius in this room? for comparison, the proper room temperature should be 21 degrees Celsius. And this is like 6 degrees more than that. That's not healthy. And also it's really annoying. Anyway. 28 is not high, is it? It is, mate. It is. Like, I don't think people would enjoy living in a 28 degree Celsius room for more than 2 hours. And that's the problem that we have. I'm in Australia and it hailed LOL. That's lovely. I mean, as long as it's not too, like, rough or too heavy, then that's hopefully okay. But yeah, it's still pretty yikes, though. 4 degrees Celsius heat destroying the schools. Yeah, that actually caused a lot of heat strokes as far as I know, which is pretty yikes. Hopefully that's not going to be the scenario here in New Zealand, because God forbid if this is this is the November heat. I don't know what the freaking December and January heat is going to be. Because my predictions is that it's going to be reaching past like 30 degrees Celsius here in like parts of Auckland, which is not great. Because I don't think a lot of areas here in Auckland are actually like able to survive heat that badly, especially if the sun's very direct. So I'm going to hope that's not going to be a bit of a problem. We get 45 degrees Celsius and the school keeps going. What a strange temp that is. Sorry, that's a strange flex, I guess. I mean, I guess if you're living in a country that you get used to that very well, then sure. But here in New Zealand, it's not really a thing we usually need to worry about, because I'm not living in a tropical area where high temperatures are like the norm. We're living in a temperate area, so having to deal with hot temperatures is the last thing we want to deal with. It's gonna suck. It's gonna absolutely suck like hell, I guess. Anyway. Yeah, if you're living from India, you're already used to like the hot temperatures. I'm from like the Philippines and I'm used to like the hot temperatures in the Philippines. But like in New Zealand, hot temperatures are not the norm. And also like some of the buildings here are not even designed to be like dealing with hot temperatures like that, which is even more yikes. So that's what I'm worried about. And I really don't like how people are just saying, oh, that's not a big deal. Like my country, I live in this country and it's not that hot. And then I live in New Zealand, which hasn't dealt with those temperatures at all. And I'm worried. What the frick am I supposed to do then? Just deal with it? Well. Part of me needs to deal with it, but also part of me knows that this is going to be completely and utterly screwed, I guess, in the near future. Because none of the buildings, I believe, are built to get ready for such a heat like this. Alright, anyway. Go over here. Decaying your bones, this strange cliff. Alright, anyway. But yeah, big yikes, though. Let's see over here and see if I'm missing any more details, I guess, to deal with. I'm trying to figure out if I can actually fit some more buildings here, but some of the buildings are really not going to cooperate well with some of these areas. We definitely need to make this into like a building area here. I don't know why, but the mod you said doesn't work for me. Like, what mod? What mod are you getting? If you're talking about like the legendary tooltips, you need to get the iceberg library. And if you didn't get the library mod for that, then the mod is not going to work. Please tell me you're reading the description. You're able to read the description of some of the mod pages that you're looking at, because ideally that should be the thing that you should read every single time when you install a mod. Anyway, my sister's gonna backpack through the Philippines and Australia and then in New Zealand. That's pretty nice. Though I hope that your sister is prepared for like the outback and some areas of the Philippines that are pretty dry-ish. But mainly the outback is pretty brutal, so especially during summer as well. So hopefully your sister is prepared for that. Alright. Looking pretty okay. This is a very square-ish house, which is fine, I guess? I mean, there really isn't that much we can really do about it, which is unfortunate. Then we can have an entrance going over here, which works okay. Anyway, Fox playing block game in the Nether while living in the IRL Nether is out of context, true. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty much like living the immersive experience of this entire game. It's just living in a hot like environment, I guess. 10 out of 10 realism. Let's put some basalt pillars over here. Yeah, freaking like summer in like Europe is really yikes. But God forbid if that's gonna reach New Zealand, that's gonna be unbearable for everybody, I guess. But yeah, I don't know how well we're gonna be prepared for that, but hopefully it's not gonna be too brutal. But if things are gonna show, it's probably gonna be very brutal. Alright, so we got these buildings all set up, and it looks pretty alright. Will we be able to do all these by the end of the stream? Or all these plots of land by the end of the stream? We can't do anything over here just yet, though. I might leave it for next stream, I guess. I don't know. Also, her plan seemed pretty well researched, but I can ask. Yeah, just to make sure. As well, like, the Outback is pretty brutal in some degrees. Anyway. Alright, what else do we still need to deal with? We only been streaming for like an hour and 15 minutes. But it feels like well over 2 hours. I think it's because of the heat affecting me. I mean, the good news now is that the temperature is starting to go down. After an hour of whatever, God knows what happened. But so, oh no, it's going back up again. It's still going back up. Great. It's only been 45 minutes? No, the stream, like, like, OBS, I think, disconnected, like, halfway through the stream, and all of a sudden, like, the timer has been reset to 45 minutes, so technically it's been an hour and 18 minutes, but Twitch says it's 45. So Twitch is wrong. That's all I can really say, because we've been streaming for an hour and 18 minutes. But we might just stream for, like, another 9-ish minutes for now until, like, 9 AM here in New Zealand, because I hate this heat. This heat is really unbearable, and I don't think I would want to keep streaming for a while. Anyway, what's your favorite song in your playlist? I do not know. There's a lot of good songs in there, but it's hard to pick a favorite out of anything. Also, welcome back, Casper. Hope you're doing alright. When in summer, I'm going to go to Canada. JK, I will never go out of my house. I wish I could, like, visit Canada, but maybe during winter, I guess. Actually, I don't know if winter will be great, but summer in, like, Canada is pretty brutal. So I don't know exactly if I want to go to Canada what time of the year, but it'll be nice to travel to Canada eventually at some point in my life. Anyway, let's go over here. Wait, AM? Do you mean PM? Yeah, probably mean 9 PM, but for whatever reason my brain's already dying and saying AM. So, most likely that's the case. Trying to aim for 9 PM. Already the heat is already affecting me, as you can clearly tell. If I'm able to, like, get my AM and PM, like, signatures wrong. Alright, let's go and fix this area. And I'm out of orange glass. Lovely. Alright, anyway, get some more over here. And we're slowly eating up our supply of like, other types of glass as well, or fireworks, sorry. So that's also lovely. Yeah, that looks like a pretty, excuse me, that looks like a pretty good layout for, like, a house. I don't think I'll, like, pursue this as a way of, like, making 2 houses in this plot of land, because I don't think there really is a lot of space to work with, so yeah, we're just gonna stick this to be, like, one big building. Also, that should be outlines, not the freaking bloody walls. Technically, it doesn't need to be a house, actually. It could just be, like, a storefront or something like that, or a pub. So, who knows? Anyway, so mail stream went on pause. Rest in peace. Anyway, I learned today that I can't roller skate or chase my friends in their scooters without falling a lot. Most likely, you need to get used to the fact that you need to get... sorry, what's the word? You probably need to, like, have your body get adjusted to, like, how to balance, I guess. Because the thing, it requires, like, a lot of balance sometimes, or some... yeah, some activities like scootering and, like, using rollerblades require, like, a lot of practice and balancing and stuff like that. But it's pretty hard to, like, get used to. Can you make a garden of sorts? I am thinking of, like, making, like, a botanical garden or some sort of orchard, I guess? Or not really an orchard, but some sort of, like, garden in the middle of the, some sort of garden, I guess, in the middle of the entire city. But I don't know how to describe it, but I guess, like, some sort of botanical gardens. The only issue is that I need to figure out a way to build some sort of, like, garden environment, right? Some sort of, like, garden environment that doesn't spawn mobs. Because the last thing I want to have is like an entire mob farm confined into like a garden building of some kind. Also, can that freaking gas shut up? Where is even the gas? Like, how is the gas even spawning in? There's no spaces for the gas to spawn in. Oh well. I guess that gas is just gonna be yelling in the background, I guess. That's lovely. Lovely experience. Holy frick, shut up. But yeah, some sort of nether botanical gardens, which is pretty cool. So hopefully that's gonna work pretty well. I'm gonna shut up that freaking gas in the background. Alright. Nice doorway over here. There we go. Nice sort of entrance. And that seems to be okay-ish. I think we can work that out, I guess, over here. Lights do nothing to, like, stop nether spawning here in the nether. So lighting does nothing. Placing down blocks like carpet would work, but, like, it's also gonna, like, destroy the look of the entire thing, so... yeah, I need to be very creative on how I, like, arrange some sort of botanical gardens, because I have legitimately no clue on how to make that look good-ish. I don't know how that's gonna work. I'm not really good with scooters, but maybe H shouldn't do it on like slidey carpet. Yeah, that's pretty dangerous, so probably don't do that. God, it's so warm. Temperature right now is still 27.6, which is not bad, but still, it's there. It's warm. There he is. Why is the ghast over there? Why is he vibing over in the freaking lava ocean? Oh, now I can't even hit him. I can't even hit him because he likes to submerge. He likes to submerge. Okay, anyway. Okay, I guess I have to wait. Guess I have to wait for this guy to come back up again. Or else I'm just gonna be hearing nothing but gas sounds. Lovely. Okay, anyway. Well, the gas, unless I killed the gas, but I did not hear any death sounds, so I don't know. Anyway, what was I trying to do again? I guess we can do one last plot and I'll call it for tonight because it's so warm here. We'll put a separate building over here and then add another separate building for this plot of land over here. I think that'll be a good variety of like different buildings around here, I guess. Let's move a bit of an extrusion over here. 𝗏𝗏171, welcome back. Hope your day's been doing pretty well. Alright, go over here. Alright, see you later then, Casper. I don't know why you're using numbers in your messages, but hopefully you have a pretty nice day, I guess. Alright, I'm just gonna use my shovel because it also has silk touch, but I also don't care about using it. See you later then, Violin. Hopefully see you next time. And also, I think I've actually said a lot of people in the chat, I think. He likes a hot bath. I mean, all gas like a hot bath. I don't think they really care too much about, like, heat in general, considering that they love to swim up, like lava falls all the time. Alright. Seems to be a pretty okay arrangement, hopefully. Hopefully that's enough space, because if it's not, then, we're fricked. Should I put the doorway over here or over here? Probably over here because it makes sense. There's another doorway over here, I guess. So another doorway over here would be fine. Also just realized like I'm gonna probably have like accents over here, but then again it should be fine because I also have accents over here. I just have to keep note of that once I'm starting to build stuff, maybe. Wait. Blocks over there. I need what the opposite of a heat pad is for my feet, because it's beginning to boil pretty badly for my feet. It's getting pretty obnoxiously warm, which is not fun. But then again, what else can you do about it? Alright, there we go. Add some black stained glass around through here and see how that would work. There we go. Yeah, I don't think we can really split this into multiple buildings. I think that's a pretty good arrangement. Then again, could we fit like a bit of a building over here and split this a little bit? That could kind of work. Very like cautiously though, because I don't think that's going to be a lot of space for this building here. But at the same time, I want to keep this sort of space here as it is, so I'm going to leave the space. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good space for this building, honestly. I don't want to ruin the part of it just for like in our building over here intersecting this area, so that should be fine then. Gonna add some basalt pillar accents around here, just to make this look pretty alright. How do I want this? I think that should be fine, I think. For the meantime, I definitely would need to figure out a way to sort of make these sort of basalt pillar highlights, or not just highlights, but pillar sort of accents more consistent across all the different builds. But I think we'll probably worry about that once we're starting to work on the actual buildings themselves. Because so far it's looking pretty alright. But yeah, I think we should be looking pretty good. Let's take a look at a little bit of like a airborne view to make sure we're not missing too much out of everything. But pretty much this area over here is pretty much done-ish. We still need to work on the terraces there. But look, that looks pretty good. All these areas are looking pretty good. And we're already starting work around through here, which is already looking pretty alright. I mean, it's not great, but at the same time, it's alright, which works perfectly fine. Anyway, I'm gonna probably call it for tonight because it is hot as frick in this stupid room, and I hate it so much. So I'm gonna call it for tonight early, just to avoid getting like some sort of weird heat stroke that might occur from this room, and also figure out a way of getting a better schedule to combat this types of heat. So if I choose to do a proper stream to avoid this heat, we might expect a stream to happen 12 hours from now. Maybe, because I hate this heat. So anyway, I'll see you guys next time. If you want to get notified immediately when the next stream goes live, join the Wacky Discord. Because highly recommend you join the Wacky Discord server to get notified immediately when the next stream goes live. And you also get like other things to do over there when it comes to like chatting with other people or participating in any of the discussion forums, which I'm gonna update pretty soon because I need to update a lot of stuff on that Discord. But other than that, hopefully I see you next time, and hopefully I'll be able to stream at a time that it's both friendly for you guys to watch and also friendly for me, because the temperature here sucks like ours. Frick you, you 27.7 degrees Celsius room. Frick you so hard. Brilliant outro.